Chicago is right next to me. And in a few hours, we're going to be in Los Angeles. And for the next week, I'm doing nothing but finishing episodes 5 through 8. I gotta tell you, every time I'm in LA, this is actually Burbank, but the LA Burbank area, it always feels like home. I lived here from 2000 to 2010 when it was my home. Every time I visit, every time I'm in the area, I feel like it's home, and I feel like I'm gonna end up here permanently eventually. I love seasons, so I'm a Chicago guy. I'm not even a big fan of the LA politics, the way things are out here, but it feels like home every time I'm here. And for the next week, this is my home. This is where I'm setting up shop to finish episodes 5 through 8. Let's go.
Not bad. Yeah.
I think if we have it present throughout, even when there's scenes in the hallway and stuff, I think it'll be good.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure if I would hire this band for my wedding. I do kind of subtly like the idea of that the band has like run out of material to play and they have to go back to something they played earlier in the evening.
And from the top, boys.
I like thinking that they like couldn't quite afford like a great wedding band. They just sort of got like,
Right, yeah.
my cousin does some weddings.
No, he doesn't do weddings per se, but he has played before.
He's done a few bar mitzvahs. He does an occasional special music at temple.
Fish, wine. What will be next?
All right, so day one of this extraordinarily important week is in the books. We finished the audio for episode 5. A little bit behind of where we wanted to be, so we're gonna have to do 2 episodes tomorrow, 6 and 7. Then we'll do 8 on Wednesday, and then we're gonna be done with audio. And then the next 4 days after that are all spent working on uploading it all. It takes like almost a day or 2 per episode. This week has no room for error. If we don't finish this week, then we're not gonna get the episodes to you by Thanksgiving. A little over 20 years ago, I first listened to Jars of Clay, and it changed my life in many ways, and it's always been my favorite band. And now I'm good friends with Dan Haseltine, the lead singer and songwriter, and he's composing the score with Matt Nelson. And currently he is writing a brand new piece of music and song for the end of season 1. And so we're going to go in and work with him now on that. And this is a pretty awesome moment that I get to not only watch, but be part of a songwriting session with Dan. That's for a show that I'm making, and that's one of those life moments that I'm really excited about.
Trouble. And that's like the core of it. So
Cool, here we go.
I think it'll be great.
Nice. And
And so it's time. Let's go.
lyrics seem a little on the nose.
Trouble. Trouble.
trouble.
And then you're saying when the end credits pop up, it kicks back in again?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea. Do you want to do a closed mouth syllable for the chorus, and then what do you want to do?
Chorus should probably be ooh. Probably open. Do you think?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Ooh. Are we? Is it just looping, or how's he like? Because we had a break. There was a break in it the first time, right?
There was, and we plowed through the break.
You're the only one with the headphones. So you gotta.
Sorry, I should have cut us off.
Trouble. Yeah. Something like that.
So this is all good. And then right there, so you can pause it. It's that section there. You can even go frame by frame. I feel like there's been progress in that area up until those last, 20 frames?
Yeah. So if I fix that little area at the bottom right and everything else stays the same, are we pretty happy?
Sounded like.
Hey Dan, I'm about to do a vlog here. Can you please? So today we are finishing pretty much everything. So yesterday we actually did over 2 episodes of audio. Got into episode 8, so we are now ahead of schedule, which is great on the audio. My trusty composers who are actually here with me right now.
Hey, cheers. Humans.
They actually wrote and produced and mixed and performed a song yesterday that's going to be the closing song of episode 8, all in just a few hours. So we are moving and shaking, and episodes 5 through 8 are turning out as well or even better than I hoped. So hopefully today is not going to have a massive disaster. What stage are you at right now, actually?
We're in the stage of reviewing. We just have to review
Right.
basically now.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you want to sit and watch everything together.
Yeah, is there something that I could do when I show up that's going to just allow you to then be able to go for an hour or two?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's 106 that's the most ready.
All right, so I'm about to step into the color room where Akis Konstantinopoulos, our DP, is working on the color, and I go in there and I check on things and approve or disapprove, and we keep working. And then I go back to the dub stage and check on that and work on that. So it's basically back and forth throughout the day. So I'm gonna walk in now and I'll be walking back out in a second.
Okay. Here's a shot that's pretty blatant out of focus.
All right.
And that is the performance.
They don't look that focused to me when I was watching the color in Chicago. Now back to the dub stage, where we finalize the audio. Back and forth, as long as I figure out the code. Back and forth. It's not all about you, Beto. It's all about audio, man. About audio, you got it done. What's the tune? It was.
It's
That goes.
ba 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 ba.
Okay.
Ba.
Yeah, That's the one. This is part in there.
Boy,
so much
soul
time.
F.
No, what was the tune? It was.
Nobody knows.
It was. Down, 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 down.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey, hey.
Then it changes keys.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey! They're yelling on the fourth imaginary beat.
All right.
And it's just a,
Yeah.
or is it Mark's
Yeah, but
fighting?
not
It's
like
excited,
you're
it's
getting
like-
stabbed.
Was that Justin? No? Was that you going?
It was Matt.
So yesterday was a really long day. We were at the post-production studio till after 9 o'clock because there were some technical issues that kept coming up, and so we actually fell pretty behind. Everything still needs to continue. I've got a meeting that I'm walking into right now with our friends at Open Road, and we are going to discuss the trailer for episodes 5 through 8 and the trailer for the entire season. I'm just about to see their first draft of it for the first time, so I'm really excited about that. And that's going to be coming out in a few weeks, so we got to get that done. And then I've got a lunch meeting to discuss a bunch of other projects, potential TV projects and stuff. So, and then I got to go back to our post-production facility to keep going on The Chosen and to try to finish that up because we've got this deadline. Madness still continues. Meanwhile, there's fires not that far from where we are. The fires in California match a little bit of the fires that we're experiencing as we're trying to get the show done. The show moves on. So it's Friday morning, and we are here at the Airbnb about to shoot a video with a few people you may recognize. Let me give you a glimpse of who's here. Star power.
For me, the first 4, I felt isolated just because Matthew and his storyline was different and he wasn't met with anyone. So Offset, I think it took me a while to warm up to a few of you guys, and I think this last time finishing the season, it was like very different. I got to experience everyone's personality as we were working together. And
Nicodemus is a Pharisee, popular with the common people, not as connected to the temple as he is to the synagogue.
So here we are.
It's about time.
Yes, we have not talked about this publicly in years. All right, the week is finally over. I am in Burbank. I'm wrapping up my time here at this Airbnb that I'm walking around right now. I got in a week ago tonight, last Sunday, and the producers came in and the composers came in, and this last week has been one of the most intense weeks of The Chosen. We spent from morning till night every single day of this week working on the audio and the color and the visuals and all the effects, the visual effects, and at every stage it went slower or more difficult than we anticipated. And that has been the story of this show. Every day, and every hour almost, and every month, and throughout the course of this show for the last year and a half or so, God has only given us exactly what we needed at that moment and nothing more. And it's this reminder that every day we're supposed to kind of have our hands open. Kind of like the Israelites with the manna, just never getting ahead of ourselves, never getting too comfortable, never feeling like we've got this under control, just constantly being reliant. And we were constantly reminded it's not our job to feed the 5,000, it's only to provide the loaves and fish. And much like God took the Israelites to the Red Sea where they were at their most dire and their most scared and their most stressed, and that's when the miracle showed up, that's what's been happening with The Chosen, and that's what happened this week. We are proud to say that we did, in fact, get episodes 5 through 8 done. They are going to be delivered in time so that they can be released Thanksgiving week and that they can be shipped out Thanksgiving week on DVD and Blu-ray. So I can't wait for you to see them. I can't wait for you to experience this entire season. Now, one thing I wanted to share with you was that this week, of course, has been extremely packed and busy, and it's all been about logistics. Even on Friday, when we brought in a few of our actors to do some interviews, and I did an exclusive interview with Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus, that I'm really excited for you to see because we've been kind of holding off on that for over a year and a half now. And I can't wait for you to see this video. And then, of course, we did our biblical roundtable discussions with our Bible experts about going deeper into the episodes and talking about what we got right, what we may have gotten wrong in these episodes, and how we can take you deeper into the gospel stories. But even when we do these things, even when we do these videos and do all this logistical stuff, it's easy for it to feel technical and it's easy for it to feel formal, and sometimes you forget the larger picture. But I want you to know that we haven't forgotten that, and that yesterday when the producers, the executive producers came in, my partner Daryl Eves, one of our executive producers, and one of their other ones, Ricky Ray Butler, and then our partners at VidAngel, Jeffrey and Neil, came in town, and we all had this summit where from early in the morning till very late at night, we spent our entire time strategizing, and it was all about you. It was all about making sure that this show is as easy as possible for you to see, and it's as easy as possible for you to share with the world. We've talked about this before, that this show isn't free. It's very expensive to put on a show like this, and it's very difficult. It takes up a lot of time and resources and money, but that doesn't mean that we don't still want it to be as easy as possible for you to see it and for you to share it. And so I can't wait to announce in a couple weeks what it is that we came up with and what it is that we feel like God is showing us to allow this show to be seen by the entire world. But I just wanted you to know that as we work on these episodes, our number one audience member is God. That's who we're doing it for primarily, but number two is you. And everything about this, all the sacrifices that we're making and all the time that we're taking, is so that you can enjoy this show and be impacted and allow others to be impacted as well. And so I just want you to know that as you're waiting for episodes 5 through 8, and as we show you all the behind the scenes and we give you this peek behind the curtain, because we want it to be fun and enjoyable, and we want you to see a little bit of how the sausage gets made, just so that you can feel connected to this project and to me and to all the people that are working on this project. It's ultimately about you and making sure that you have this great experience. And so I cannot wait to show you episodes 5 through 8. I cannot wait for you to see this entire season and for you to be able to share it with the rest of the world. So stay tuned and make sure that you keep following this vlog once a week on YouTube, and click the subscribe button, click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. See, this is what happens at the end of a week. I start to get a little loopy. That you're able to be notified whenever we've got new videos, and especially one of these videos. So stay tuned for more information. I can't wait for you to see this season and for you to see more of what we have to show behind the scenes. God bless.